What's up, everybody? We're back for a live stream. A couple minutes late, but that's okay. That's okay. Peter, we're doing the call-ins again. We'll have the number on the board. Again, technical difficulties might happen. We're still new to this, but it was a big day today with the Shapiro stuff. What's up, Shane? A lot of stuff went down today, so we're gonna break all that down and then hopefully hear some of your guys' opinions on the whole situation as well. It won't be too long of a live stream, but we wanted to get one out there, and it should be fun, especially to hear some of your guys' thoughts today.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun last time that we did this, and I'm just looking forward to doing this as often as we can. Obviously, it takes a lot of work goes into it. Um, it's hard to maintain everything, but that's why we got the both of us here to handle all that technical stuff. But it was a ton of fun last time, and it was great hearing your guys' voices, your guys' opinions, and you had a lot to say. You had a lot to get off your chests, and we love that. We love that over here. We read all of your comments, whether they're good or bad. So to actually have it in, in the form where we could hear all you guys and have those opinions live in actual audio form, then
Yeah.
it's just great.
Yeah, it's gonna be it should be fun. Turn up the volume. I think the volume's good, but someone else can let me know in the chat if the volume's good. It's the same as what it usually is, but I can up it on our end as well. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Hopefully we get a decent turnout for the calls, but if not, we can just go ahead and just discuss what was a wild day, even though we're gonna be discussing that a lot in the in future videos. I know a couple people might be calling in that I know as well. Peter, I know last time it was pretty wild, like you said. So
Oh yeah.
it was, and today was a very, very wild day for, Jays fans in general, Mark Shapiro. But volume is good. We're good. What's up, everybody? Let everyone get in here before we officially start the calls. Now volume's good. Okay, I figured I didn't change anything on that end, so wanted to make sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Matthew? What's up, everybody? We're back on the live streams. Me and Peter are getting back in the live stream grind a little bit. Playoffs have been crazy. Playoffs
Yes, they
have been.
have.
Nick can't hear you. Mike, that might be on your end because I'm definitely getting heard, I think. Taking a break from work. Glad I checked in. What's up, Mo? How you doing?
How you doing, Mo?
Two
How you
streams in a
doing?
row. Two streams in a row, Mo, that you've been able to turn off. This has been phenomenal. It's we want to get back on the fairly consistent. It won't be twice, two call-ins a week like we did over the past little bit, but it'll be on a fairly consistent basis here. And we're excited. We're excited. You guys can hear me, right? I'll just want to let's clarify all this, get this out of the way before we get into the call-ins. But I think I'm good from what my technology is telling me. Mo, great to have you here. Noli, Skittles, Matthew, Rachit. Yeah, playoffs have been crazy. The Phillies are incredible. Hello, Shane, everyone else. Mo, glad to see you. We delayed the stream a little bit, so maybe that would have helped. With your time zone get in. We were originally going to do it about an hour ago, but we ultimately delayed it a bit. So hopefully it's better for most of you before the playoff games start tonight as well. And then we also, for all you in here now, we do have a video coming out as soon as this stream is over. We can hear me? Okay. As soon as this stream is over, there's going to be a video going up from our channel about 15 minutes after. I just have to finalize it. But I have a video, or me and Peter obviously have a video for you guys right after this stream. So you'll have lots of content from us, or maybe throw it on while you're watching the Phillies game.
That's weird. That's weird that Mike can't hear Nick. But
Weird, Mike.
I mean, look, guys, let's try to get as many callers as possible within the next hour here because it's going to be sort of a quick-ish stream. So text the number that you see in the pinned comment over there. Text your names and your numbers to the pinned comment over there, and we'll get to you guys. Nick, are you going to have the number over my head?
I will. Here it is, right there.
Yeah.
That is the number. Let's also make it clear, guys. So we changed up the way we did this. This is not Peter's number. We have we're using, I guess, a spoof number to a degree. So Peter, you guys don't all have Peter's personal number, but I mean, if you called in last time, you do have Peter's personal number. But maybe Peter will change that at some point. But we decided this is a better way to go about it.
We had a couple of incidents with my personal number, so we had to find a way to not have that happen again. I mean, it was great. It was great interacting with you guys. I don't mind that some of you do have my personal number, but got a little out of hand there at a certain point. So
perfect, Mike.
Yeah. We're using a burner phone today to get you guys your guys' opinions. But yeah, this is it. Here we go. So text that number. Let's get you guys
heard. Call-ins. If any of you want to call in, Mo, any of you guys want to, Shane, love to hear from you again. In the meantime, Peter, I do have incidents, Mo. We'll tell you about them maybe off camera. Off camera, we can discuss those. They won't be they won't be heard on the camera. But let's in the meantime, while we're waiting for potential call-ins, let's go over what was kind of said today, Peter, and just your overall thoughts on Mark Shapiro. And you can interrupt me if you get a call in, but
Yeah.
weird. We're not going to go over every little bit of screenshot. We'll just go over the general interview because we have videos coming out tomorrow. We'll probably have two, and then we have one coming out right after this video. But wild, Peter. It was a weird day. It's been a weird couple weeks as Jays fans, and I'm curious to see what you think about shaming you guys who abuse Peter's number privileges. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It happens sometimes. But Peter, what were your thoughts on the overall thing today? You can go check out our videos if you're curious in a more in-depth thought. But Mo,
thank you,
everyone. Shout out to Mo for the burner phone. Yeah, Mo, we're working on ways around it. Mo, your generosity is crazy. Shane did text in. Okay, we're getting ourselves sorted.
I didn't get any text.
So maybe it's not working. Maybe the burner phone is not working, which is an issue. If anyone's texted in, put it in the chat that we have. Maybe we're having some technical difficulties. Mo, thank you so much. We might need to get a new burner phone. Might need to get a new burner phone at this point. I'm gonna text you, Peter, as a test as well. Did you get that?
Let's see. I didn't get anything.
I just texted you as well, so it's on your end, Peter. It is on your end, unfortunately. So we'll work on. Okay, we had a few people text in, Peter, which is
have they? Oh, okay. Well,
technical difficulties. Okay, guys, we'll bear with it in the meantime.
Maybe put a 1. Maybe put a 1 at the beginning. I don't know if that'll help anything, but
I can try that as well. Name is Nick. Perfect.
If I have to resort to my personal
we will
phone,
go back to Peter's personal phone.
We will go back to it. I don't want to have to do it. Because didn't want to have to do it. But
Mo, thank you so much for your generosity. We're gonna need it now after this. Everyone, shout out to Mo in the chat. Peter, did you not get the text I just sent you as well? It says it went through. So just do some technical work in the meantime. And if not, we'll go back to your phone because we do have a few people who want to call in. But Mo, your generosity is unreal, and this is our first time with the new burner phone, so we might have to. It was working earlier, which is. Let me call it, Peter. I'm gonna call you real quick, and we'll see if this is going through at all.
I'm getting the call.
Okay.
I'm getting the
all right.
call.
Okay. Maybe we try it like this. This is not going to be nearly as organized, but let's test this. Shane, if you're in here, call that number. Shane, we'll start with Shane. He's a trusted member.
The calls are working. Are working.
Let's just go. We're gonna have to do it that way for now. We'll figure out the text for the next time, and whoever we'll just hopefully do it, in order. Maybe.
I got something. Okay, here we go.
Text
coming in.
All right.
They're coming in.
It's slow. Classic burner phone. Mo, thank you again for your support. Peter, who's up first? If you're ready to get started. If not, we can. I can delay for a little bit longer. But
someone's calling me now. Calling, so I'm gonna. Okay, there you go. Shane in Mississauga. There you go. Okay, so I guess Shane. That is Shane. The first guy we have is Noah. I don't know if he wants us to give us a call. Give him a call.
I wonder what Noah that is.
Your buddy. It's not your buddy.
Let's get him in. Okay.
One of my buddies. I'll give him a call. Let's
test it out.
So, bear with me here. You can't see this number that I'm dialing in right now. Right?
No, cannot see. Sure. Ringing, but no answer. Shane, I did tell Shane to call in.
Yeah. Okay. No. I.
Good, Shane.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got the call, Shane. I got the call.
All right, we're good. All right. So Peter, let's just get it going, and in the meantime,
I'm calling Noah as we speak.
The number's blurred on Google's end as well, so we're all good here. You can hear the ringing. Welcome back to the Jays Digest call-in, and then we'll get all you guys in. Ryan, thank you so much for the support. Peter, you ready to hang up on that? Okay.
Noah.
Hello. How's it going?
Good, man. What's up?
Not much. I just wanted to. Am I on the line now?
You are on the line.
Yeah, you are. You're on the live stream right now. What's up?
That's awesome. I love Jays Digest.
This is my guy right here, Noah. Big Noah Sweeney.
Noah, any Jays thoughts, opinions, questions for us here?
Yeah, well, I just recently saw the news that Ohtani. I might be late on this, but what's the update on that? Is there actually any chances of us getting him or what?
That's a good question. I saw someone type that in the chat. It may have been you, if not someone else. I mean, there's a report that that Ohtani is more interested in coming to the Jays than he was last time he was in free agency. I would still put the chance percentage below 10%. But Peter, I don't know if you have any thoughts on it. Doesn't seem like it based off what Mark Shapiro said today as well. But I mean, I'd love it.
Yeah, I mean, today Mark Shapiro went ahead and said that the payroll is basically going to stay the same, and if you add a guy who's probably going to make $500 to $600 million on his next contract, you would expect the payroll to have to climb a little bit, and I doubt that's going to happen. So I want it to, I want it to be true. Nick's a little bit more optimistic than me on that front. He's giving it a 10% chance. I'd give it like a 0.1 to 1% chance. But hey, it's still better than
Wild.
It's better than zero. It's better than zero. So I'll take it, man. I'll take
100%.
All right, Noah, thank you for being our first caller and starting
Thanks,
off
Noah.
with the Ohtani Heat. So that was a perfect question. Thanks for calling.
Enjoy, boys. Take care.
You too.
Bro, take care.
All right, Peter. Point one's crazy. Point one's crazy. Let's be real here.
I mean,
after today, it might
come
be
on.
lower. But
30 is a little
there we
crazy.
go. I like it. I doubt on Ohtani. I do too. It's gonna be interesting. We have a video coming out tomorrow on the payroll exact comments, which will probably highlight that a bit more. Can't see O-Man coming here. Rogers won't pony up the cash. Someone asked if the burner phone is Rogers. It's not Rogers.
No.
Great job, guys. Thank you, Ryan. Hopefully you're all Peter. I don't know what the Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to ask the chat here before we go on. Have any more of you texted? Because right now the only ones I have are Shane and Noah. But we might have to use my personal phone. I mean, something's not working here. We have 94 people in here. I doubt that only them two want to talk to us. It might be a telling sign as well. It might be time to shut it down if it's you and me, Nick. It might be time. No, I'm kidding. But
it's probably a text now delay, or I think it's a delay on the.
Maybe there's a delay, but answer my question.
Let us know if any of you
guys.
texted, and if not, I mean, we can bring in Shane if you want to go ahead and call Shane. I know he's been waiting, so we can bring in Shane and then.
Oh, we'll give Shane a call. I just want to know if anyone else wants to line up in the queue here because I'm not getting anything, and I find that surprising considering the amount of people that we have in here. And you also could just not like me. That's also another possibility. Name is Nick. All right, I'm getting one here from Nick.
Okay, so maybe it is working. We're not. Mo, he's just kidding. We're not going to shut down. We're not going to shut down the stream. We just started.
No.
We're just getting going. I think.
Okay, here we go. We're getting some.
Here we go. You just had to push him a little bit. I think it is a bit of a technical issue as well regarding the delay there. But
yeah, but see, this was sent at 6:03. This text message from Nick, and I just got it.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a delay. Want me to call in? Definitely. Yeah. Text Peter if you want to call in.
Okay.
There obviously is a delay.
Let's go with my personal, man. I didn't want to do this. But there's too much of a delay. If I get any other unsolicited messages, then.
Oh, okay. Peter left. So, guys, this is tripping me out. We're seeing me twice here. I'm gonna switch to the Oh, that's me. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, we're good now. For now, Peter, it's Ryan who called you last week. I texted the number. What's up, sweetie? Okay, guys. So. Peter is switching to his personal because we're going to figure out a better way to do this. Mo, thank you again for the generous donation there, but bear with the technical difficulties. Hit the like button while you're waiting if you want to see more of these. I guess Peter's personal is the way to go for now. It means we might have to unlist the live stream after, but I think you've got too many positions to replace Shohei Ohtani long term. Guys, and done. Won't be any games. Won't be watching TV and don't follow us. Am I drunk? I'll tell you one thing. It's pretty trippy, isn't it? Seeing two of myself in different colors, but we'll leave this here. Waiting for Peter. Nick is multiplying. If you want to see more of me, yeah, we just get two of me here. But while we're waiting for Peter to rejoin, I think I might have to I'll check and see what's going on here. Give me a second. Okay, we're working on it. Why would they hire a rookie manager when the team should be in win now mode? That's a good question. Well, I mean, Nick, join my new Google Meet. Okay. Technical difficulties are always lovely. Shout out everyone in here. Hopefully, if any of you were bearing with us through this, we appreciate it. I'm joining. All right. We're back. All right, Peter.
I'm sorry.
You're killing me today. All right, we're here. Oh, no, we're not.
I was laughing because I saw two of you.
Oh yeah, there's more than that. All right, we're back. Here we go. All right, we're back. Did you watch the Jets game last night, Mo? Unfortunately, I did. I stayed up. It was up till like 2 a.m. my time, and I was definitely watching it. Week front office won't be Make me bail on the team ever. I love the Blue Jays first and foremost. F Mark Shapiro. That's bold. All right, Peter. Are we ready to get this going with your personal number? We'll take down the stream after, and we'll go from there. Most of you, we're gonna work on a solution for this. Peter, maybe we just buy a flip phone and go from there with most $50 donation. I also might have I have a work number maybe I could use for the next one, and I could give you and see how that works. But Peter, what's the number for all you guys? This is not Peter's personal, by the way. This is not Peter's personal. Okay. All right. What's the number, Peter?
514.
Yep.
998.
Yep.
2261.
All right. Call this number or text this number if you want to get in. This is not Peter's personal. Okay. It's not Peter's personal, so do not text him off the stream. You won't get the number there. And Peter, do you want to re-comment and repin the correct number for the comment section? In the meantime, we'll be patient. We'll get it sorted. Always. There's never. Well, the first one, honestly, last time went really smooth. We were testing out a new thing, and it does work. Unfortunately, the texts are just a little bit too delayed. They're running exactly everything back next year. Sorry, not good enough. Finally, when I call out Shapiro in the comment section, people were saying he's not having to do with it. Does anyone remember? Everyone is going crazy for Mark Shapiro. In the meantime, here we go. Right there. Peter's. That's Peter's thing right there. I'll go ahead and pin that comment. Or you can pin the comment.
I got it.
All right,
I pinned it over there. Okay, there we go. All right. So text over there to get a call.
All right, and let's
get a call. Let's start with Shane.
Yeah, let's get Shane.
Let's start with Shane.
Get the ball going. And then we'll go from there. I mean, Jay's process includes non-dilution. If they're not focused on winning 100 games every year, they need a new process. Yeah, it's a wild time to be a Jays fan for sure, and hopefully we can get some of your opinions on here. We had Noah as the inaugural one for the first stream, or first call of the stream.
Gonna hear it ring.
Yep.
All right. Shane,
what's going on?
What's up, Shane?
Yo.
Oh.
All right. Well, just to buy you guys a few minutes for the technical difficulties, let me just get the chat to give every one of you a thumbs up for doing such a great job, getting us quality entertainment that we need, giving us quality Jays coverage. Love you both for it. Thank you. And now I'm also going to need you to talk me off the ledge, because I've been posting in your comments about how I want to boycott the team. I eat, sleep, and breathe Blue Jay Blue all throughout the summer, but this might be the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't like the lack of integrity. I don't like the lack of honesty. I don't like the way that the front office is operating as a whole. So, as Jays fans to other Jays fans, what do you have to say to get me off the ledge and back for next year, buying tickets, buying some merchandise, taking my daughter to the games, all that stuff?
I'll start really quickly.
Yep.
Shane, thank you for the support, and also thank you for buying me 10 seconds there, because I had everything messed up when you joined the call. All my stuff, it's fixed now. We're good. To answer your question, Peter, I'll let you take it over, because I always have zoned out for that.
Yeah. Okay. So Shane, I just want to say this. I mean, I personally take a couple of trips down to Toronto every year just to catch a couple of Jays games, and I was not happy with the product that was put out there on the field this year, and I wasn't happy with what was being sold to the fan base. Now we've had this same core year in, year out now for a couple of years, and I don't think there's going to be any way that they could sell this team back to the fan base over the course of this offseason. So I do expect some changes to be made. Ticket prices are sure to rise up because of the renovations and all that. So my answer to you is that you do what you want with your money, because I don't think this Blue Jay team is worth our investment, at least not our monetary investment right now, just because of the way and the trajectory that they're going on. So I would hold off on that front. But obviously we're still going to watch the games and we're still going to support them. But I do think there are better days ahead as well. I do think there are better days ahead for this team as they iron some things out. And I think the transition to another core is going to be a lot smoother than this past one was. I don't know if Vladdy and Bo are the guys to take this team to the next level, but I also think that this Blue Jay team has some good foundational pieces to take it to the next level, even without those guys. So I don't know. I think there are brighter days ahead. I think this season may not reach our lofty expectations, but I don't think it's the end of the Blue Jays as we speak right now. Shane?
Yeah, I'm still here, guys. I didn't hang up this time. I just thought maybe Nick was gonna jump in and say something. I didn't want to take any of your time there.
I was gonna get you to. I was gonna say something, but yeah, I'll quickly touch on it. I think next season is going to be a lot better. I think as bad as this season was, and again, I'm always the optimist here on these videos, but as bad as this season was, and this has been a disastrous, few last couple weeks, I don't see any way that the team doesn't at least, be less annoying to watch next year as opposed to this year. I'm not saying they're going to do better, maybe standings wise, but I think better days are ahead. I think that this year, coaching aside, a few things aside, we did have a lot of underperformances. You can blame that on the metrics, blame that on the coaches. I think that's going to go up regardless of, what happens, assuming that they do fire their hitting. So I think it's going to be better. I think better days are ahead, but no, I'm right there with you. It's whether you spend your personal money on it, that's totally up to you, and I don't blame you if you don't want to do that.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. And let me just end by saying a huge shout out to Mo for keeping you guys in business. And if he's real, he wants to take us all to a game, I'm down for it. I'm not going to say no to Mo. Mo's the man.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mo.
Thank you, Mo.
Thanks, Shane.
Thank you, Mo. Thanks, Shane.
Bye, guys.
All right. Our next guy is Nick.
All right.
I don't know what Nick this is, but we have some Nick on Nick crime here going on. So Nick, I'll give you a call. Be on standby here. He wants to talk Dalton Varsho.
Love it.
I'll discuss Dalton Varsho. So that's a hot topic of conversation right now around town, especially with the way that Gabriel Moreno is performing. So I'm all for it, man. I am all for it.
All right.
Nick, just be on standby right here.
Thank you, sir. Atkins, Shapiro need to go. Jays are more concerned with Fancy Reynolds. So if we fire Martinez, who takes over as their hitting coach? That's a great question, Oli. I don't know the answer. Maybe Matt Haig is a guy who I've seen.
You've reached Nick Raymond at 306.
Oh. I'm muted. We're good. Be ready to hang those up, Peter. Be ready to hang those up once again.
I was trying, man. I was trying.
So no him. Anyone else on the in the queue?
There's a ton of people here. Someone's calling me. Don't do that. Don't do that. We had that problem last time.
Yep.
We have continued to have problems with this new format that we're working on here. Don't give me a call. Just text me your name and number, and I will call you. Okay,
we're good.
So,
do you got another one lined
we're
up?
We're gonna move on from Nick here, and we're gonna go to Kaz Bacon. His alias is Bacon. So we're gonna go to you, Kaz. Just stand by while I give you a call right here.
Okay.
I'll keep the chat entertained for me, Nick.
I got you. I just hope every Jays fan is watching this postseason, taking notes and understanding what it takes to win big games. The Phillies are definitely a kind of the picturesque, team of doing that as the rings come in. Perfect, Ryan. Yeah.
Oh, he said would call, but don't have the chance right now.
No worries. I'll mute the audio in the meantime. Yeah.
We'll go to Matt from Niagara Falls. Stand by, Matt. I'm going to give you a call right now.
If this is the same Matt, he is a longtime supporter. I'm not sure if it's the same one, though. We'll see if it is. I texted. Yeah, we got you, Ron. We'll get you in. Mo.
Who texted?
Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Matt.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Matt. How you doing?
How are you?
Not bad, man.
Doing good.
I just had a question. With Varsho moving to center, obviously, this year, and who do you think they're going to go to get for left field? And for DH2, what are they going to do?
Good question. I'll let you answer. I'll let you start the answer this one.
Yeah. So I think Dalton Varsho, as he moves to center, his value is really going to skyrocket because obviously he's a defensive first guy, and defense gets really taken into account much more in center field than in left field. So I think he's going to become a more valuable player with that move. And if you can have a guy who plays elite defense in center field and slugs 25 to 30 home runs, you got yourself basically a 4.5 to 5 win player. And that's what I'm expecting from Dalton Varsho next year. I'm expecting a big bounce back in the batter's box, and I can't wait to see him make adjustments. He was one of the better players down the stretch for the Blue Jays. I know we're all watching Gabriel Moreno right now hit home runs, and that kind of hurts. But if we look at the trade in hindsight, obviously most of us wouldn't do it. But we also got to remember that we dealt from a position of strength. Alejandro Kirk was an all-star last year. Danny Jansen had an OPS nearing 850. We didn't need a third catcher. So that's why we traded a catcher and got Varsho. I think he'll bounce back. And I think when it comes to that left field question that you brought up, Jorge Soler is one guy that we really have been clamoring for over the past couple of videos, past couple of weeks, really. And I know Nick can vouch for that.
Yeah, and before I do, Mo with the donation. He says $5. I don't have Mo money, but can't have him being the only one donating. Thanks for all the free content, keeping us informed. Shane, appreciate you always tuning in, always commenting, and thank you so much for the donation, and we appreciate both you, Mo, and everyone tuned in. Yeah, no, I agree. As more for specific players, I think Varsho starts next year in center. I think Jorge Soler would be a decent guy to get. We've talked about him a bunch in the outfield. Maybe Cody Bellinger if we want to put up more, big money. And then DH is I haven't really thought about that yet. Again, Danny Jansen, Alejandro Kirk, and Vladdy, if you have them there, maybe they just cycle them through the DH. But it was crazy. Shout out to Shane. Yeah, huge shout out to Shane. Like I said, huge shout out to Shane. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in. But yeah, I think that answers the question. They're probably a mix of Jansen, Kirk, and Vladdy, and then maybe they get a DH guy. But maybe if you have Soler, he's not a great defender either, so maybe you throw him DH and put Biggio in left field some games.
Right. Anything else, Matt? Anything else you want to ask us?
Just wonder what you guys think about third base. Are they going to sign Chapman again, or are they just going to go with someone from Buffalo?
Go ahead, Nick.
I think the most likely outcome is maybe one of Aurelvis Martinez. If they don't re-sign Chapman, Aurelvis Martinez, or Espinal can play third, Biggio can play third, or maybe they make a trade for a third baseman. I don't think, if I had to put money on it, that they re-sign Matt Chapman. No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Take it easy.
Care. Okay, our next guy is going to be Sean. He said F Mark Shapiro, so that's some
no
choice
swearing,
words.
Sean. No swearing.
No swearing. No swearing. But if that's any indication of what we're going to get here, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Get me fired up, Sean. I'm going to give you a call right now.
Thanks again, Shane and Mo, for the donation. Don't resign Chapman. I agree, Mo. Does Vladdy go back to third? I highly doubt it. Now that would be crazy. I'd like to see that just for the fun. I was hoping to see that this year. Kirk needs a personal trainer. Update on Danny Jansen injury will affect him. We don't have an update on Danny Jansen right now. I'm sure that'll be something once all this drama is done that comes out of town.
Sean?
Yeah, this is Sean.
How you doing, man? Get me fired up. Let's go. What's on your mind?
Okay, first off, everybody talking about Ohtani's just got to cut that out. It ain't going to happen. There's no possible way that's going to happen.
I said, get me fired up, man. Don't kill my dreams.
It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry, but it ain't going to happen.
All right.
Atkins, I mean, you don't have to say anything about him. He fucking proved it all He proved it all for himself. Him coming out there and calling out Schneider is a joke, But from minute one, I said that Shapiro had to go. And I don't know if everybody doesn't realize where Shapiro came from, but there's a reason why that whole algorithm worked like that. The whole Oakland thing, everything like that, there's a reason why it works like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
You want to expand on the Shapiro hate wagon?
Well, I mean, I don't hate on the guy. There's nothing I understand that they brung him in there, but the whole thing with him coming from Oakland and everything like that, he was there for the whole Moneyball thing. He's playing off that thing, and I see how the Blue Jays got into that, and I see how they bought into it. But at the end of the day, everybody is a person. They're not a piece of paper. They're not a mathematical number. You have to go by what's going on in the game. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm with you on that. I'm totally all about having a feel for the game. And that's why I haven't been a fan of this finger pointing going on. It doesn't matter who made the decision to pull Jose Barrios in that game too. It was the wrong decision. And why are we, having these conversations? Why aren't we just watching the game that is being played out in front of us? And I'm with you. All that analytics, it stems from the top, from Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins. And obviously analytics,
exactly.
they help. They help. Analytics do help sometimes, but it can't
Yeah.
be all about spreadsheets and all about statistics. You got to manage with some
Especially
feel
when
for
it
the
comes
game.
down to the playoffs. Especially when
Right.
it comes down to the playoffs. Like people are hurt. You can't. It's not a numbers game at that point. There is, to a certain point, it is, but it's not completely. You cannot rely on that. And with Schneider, I mean, I hate to say it, but I would almost guarantee you that if it was John Gibbons, there's no way he would have pulled Vryonis. There ain't no way. There ain't no way he wouldn't have done it. There's no way, and he would have had the backbone to do it. If that's what it takes, I don't think that he should be a manager. If he doesn't have the backbone to make that decision, I don't know.
Yeah,
I like the guy, but I mean,
now I will say maybe the way baseball is going, maybe that's why Gibbons isn't a manager anymore, because all these GMs and stuff want yes men to a degree as their managers. So
100%, because everybody's got that analytics guy in doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, that Shapiro, I mean, he's at the top. Well, he's basically at the top, and he's got to be the first one to get cut. And Atkins, he might as well fucking retire. Sorry, I swear. He might as well retire.
All right, appreciate the call in.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, just a reminder, guys. If you're calling in, let's not drop a. If you are going to drop a swear word, don't use that one. But at the end of the day, we're the stream is being removed after because of Peter's number and stuff. So that's all. It's all good.
I'll tell you what, though, he made some good points there before he dropped that nuke on us, and
2 nukes.
He was talking about John Gibbons. Gibby would have climbed up to the press box and fought Mark Shapiro before he was pulling Jose Barrios out of that ball game. So yeah, I'm with Sean on that one. So we got another couple callers here.
We'll do that.
Make sure to text in your names and your numbers. We're gonna go to Bern. He wants to talk Danny Jansen, if I'm not mistaken. You could ask us anything, Bern. You don't have to limit yourself here. But Bern, be on standby while I do give you a call here.
Bernie, thank you for the $5. Great work, fellas. Thanks for entertainment. No worries. We love doing it. The animation is not working right now, but you get it. There it is, right here. Shout out, Bernie. Get a beeper, guys.
All right, Bernie.
I could get a beeper
right now.
You're hearing it at the same time I hear it, though, so it's too late for me to blank out the word. It's all good, though. It's not that big of a deal. It won't be slow up on the channel, so we're chilling. Don't do it, though.
Bern,
hello?
How you doing,
yes.
man?
Good, you?
I'm doing
Pretty
great.
good.
Thank you for your call. Well, thank you for answering the call, I should say.
No worries.
What's on your mind?
I just, I talking about Danny Jansen. I've been following him. He's one hell of a good catcher, and he's had some bad luck there with his broken finger.
Yeah. Danny. Yeah, I guess Danny. We were talking about this, or at least I was talking about this with my buddy. Danny Jansen is one of the best catchers in baseball when he's healthy. The issue is he hasn't played a combined full season over his past 2 years. I think he's played somewhere like 80 and then last year in the 70 the season before. But when he's playing, like you said, he's unbelievable. He's one of the best hitters in general to have on a lineup. And if that's one of the biggest what ifs, I guess, of this year and of the past kind of few years. If Danny Jansen was healthy for a full 162, it opens up a lot.
And the other thing sorry about interrupting, but the other thing I like about him is he runs decent as a catcher. Like he's a pretty smart, base runner.
He's pretty fast, like an average runner, base runner, and that's the thing with Kirk is like when you get on base, and Kirk doesn't have really power, so it's like he clogs up the base run things fully. And Peter, do you have any quick thoughts on Danny Jansen? It's a good topic that we're gonna be making a lot of videos about over the off season, but I haven't really spoke about him too much, so it's a good.
Yeah, Jansen's a ball player, man. Jansen's a legit ball player. He can hit for power. He can call a great game back there. He's got a decent arm, and obviously, like you said, the base running much better than our other catcher. I'll tell you that much. That I'm going out on a limb and saying that. But yeah, he's an all-around player. I wouldn't say he's a 5-tool guy, but definitely someone that you want catching 100 to 120 games per season for you. Unfortunately, he just can't stay on the field And that's been the story of Danny
Freak
Jansen's
injuries
career.
too. Freak injuries.
Freak injuries. He's just super unlucky. When he's out there, he's pulling the ball, he's hitting home runs to left field, and he looks great. And then he gets hurt. He misses a couple of weeks. He comes back, does great, gets hurt again. So it's just this vicious cycle with Danny Jansen that I wish we could escape. But it is what it is. That's why it's good to have another good catcher in Alejandro Kirk. I think they both offer different things. Kirk is the better defensive catcher, whereas I would trust Danny Jansen more in like a DH role or a catcher hitting primary role. So yeah, I think they both offer different things, and I like the both of them. I think it's a great tandem, and it's definitely one of the areas that I think the Jays are pretty much set in going forward.
I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to say I've been following you guys on YouTube, and I appreciate your broadcast. It's very refreshing when I come on YouTube and see that. Just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
calling
you.
in and
We
watching.
thank you.
Couldn't do it without you and everyone else watching. So we appreciate you supporting and calling in today.
Thank you very much, and I hope you guys take care now.
You too. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
You too. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay.
What a call. That's
All
a
right,
good
guys.
point. Danny Jansen.
Great call.
Love talking some Danny Jansen. He says, Sean
Okay,
says, sorry for my language. No worries, Sean. Next time.
It's all right,
no,
Sean.
Next time, no swear
It's all
words.
right, Sean.
Next time, no swear words.
I mean, you got me fired up, Sean. We'll give you another shot, man. We'll give you a shot to make amends here.
If you're gonna use a
Bacon
swear
is
word-
back.
Okay.
Bacon is back. So we're going to try Bacon one more time here. So stand by.
Standing by. And again, thank you, Bernie, for the donation. You guys have been really supporting the streams with donations and of course watching as well. Nerd Power. And Danny Jansen, he was one of the guys who actually did hit for power as the call comes in. He was one of the guys who hit for power this year. Here we go.
Hello.
Bacon, how you doing, man?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing great. What's up?
Hey, thanks for all your hard work you guys have been doing with all those videos, pumping up 2 times a day. That's crazy.
I appreciate you noticing the 2 a day. It's it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering, we heard that the Jays may have a bigger budget this year.
Mm.
Do you think that may increase our chances to get Ohtani?
We discussed this a little bit.
It's still out of the box. I'm just wondering.
I think I don't think there's a super high chance. I think it might, increase our chances a little bit, but I think at the end of the day, they're probably going to go for a guy more so in the Soler or even Bellinger. I think is a possibility. That would be increasing the budget to a degree, but you also have a lot of money coming off the books as well. So I don't know how much the overall payroll increases this season. However, they have money coming off the books, and like Shapiro said today, there's probably going to be in a similar amount of money. But again, we have Brandon Bell coming off the books. That's 9 or so million. Whit Merrifield coming off the books. That's a lot of millions. And then you have other guys like that. So Ohtani, probably not, but some impact players, even though it is a small free agency class, I would say is possible. But I'll tell you one thing, we'll be the first ones to be celebrating if we do ultimately get Ohtani. I think it's just it's unlikely.
Sure.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of guys coming off the books, Kaz, and Matt Chapman is another guy who was making
Hicks.
around 15 million. Jordan
Trade
Hicks,
for him.
maybe he was fairly cheap though,
Yep.
that the Jays got him for on his current contract. So yeah, there is going to be some openings there, and they can fill those holes with some guys in the minor leagues as well. I mean, Davis Schneider figures to be maybe not an everyday player, but a full-time big leaguer next year. He's going to be making under $1 million. You could say the same thing with Relvis Martinez, Addison Barger. So there are avenues to save money in some positions and then go out and spend big on other positions like a Jorge Soler in left field /DH or things of that nature. So yeah, I think they're going to be smart with their spending this offseason. They're still going to go over the luxury tax, in my opinion. Yep. And I think they're going to have another competitive team out there on the field, but it's all about making the right moves to ensure that you could be a contender and not just a team that sneaks into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think it would be a big mistake not taking Bellinger, especially in this offseason.
If he's able to, if he's willing to come, I think they do everything they can to do it. Can we get Bell for third base? Probably not. No. All right. Appreciate your calling today, and thank you for the support and the 2 videos a day. We'll have another video coming out right after the live stream if you want to check that out once we're finished up, but appreciate it.
Appreciate it, boys.
Thanks, Kaz.
See you.
All right, let's go to Ryan. We'll give Ryan a call right now.
You guys are kind of when will Bowen, Vladdy,
Ryan,
and Cavan be free agents? 2 to 3 years, but I assume we re-signed them before then. Yeah, 2 more seasons. Shane got it. Shane's on the ball. Shane is on the ball. Mo saying, Mo, do you want to give a call in today, or are you you're chilling today? Let us know. We'd love to get you in, and if not, then no worries at all. Just figured I'd give you the opportunity.
got about 15 more minutes till we wrap up here, so make sure to get any last-minute questions in. Ryan, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good, man. Thanks.
All right. So I have 2 questions actually. I was wondering what you guys think of signing like a guy like Reese Hoskins. You know, obviously he's coming off injury, and I don't think he'll be like the most expensive guy, but he's a guy, you know, somewhat good power, career 849 OPS, and he could take over probably DH, probably take over what Belt had. And then actually I forget my second question right now, but that was my first question.
It's a good question.
Was it JD Martinez? I remember you texted me that.
Yeah, I said JD. Yeah, I don't know if I texted you late. I apologize about that. I don't know if
all good, man.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
All right. Reese or JD. Peter, I'll ask you about that. They're both pretty good options. Ones we haven't really, talked about much on here. The only thing about directly replacing either of them with Brandon Belt is obviously, they're both righties. That being said, who knows how much that actually matters. We transitioned into lefties this season, and then we lost all of our ability to hit for power. So give me a right-handed guy who hits home runs. What are your thoughts on those two?
Yeah,
I remember my second question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, my second question. Sorry for interrupting. My second question was, so if Manoah, okay, so we're on the Ricky hype train, right? And I love every second of that. But the reality is Ricky just got to AAA, right? And everyone's like, oh, let's get him up when he needs to develop. And then what happens if Ricky needs more time to develop, which he will? And then what happens if Manoah is not, at his full potential? I think we should at least discuss maybe signing a depth starter, nothing crazy, but someone that could fill innings, because we don't know how Manoah is going to be. Obviously, there's the potentials there, and then Ricky obviously needs a little more development, but he's on the right trajectory.
I'll throw out mine really quickly, Peter, because I'm pretty so I think there's a lot of options here, and they'll obviously know a lot better than we do, the Russ Atkins and company. So I think Tiedemann probably doesn't start the season with the team. His innings are going up, and I think they're not going to make their mistake they made with Nate Pearson and Alek Manoah to this degree, calling him up borderline early. But if they do feel he's ready to, to come up the start of the season, they will. His innings are increasing. But assuming he doesn't, you do have Alek Manoah, who I do think there's a very, very, very high chance that he's that guy who at least starts the season as our 5th starter. But then if you don't have him, I think there's also a decent chance that, no one really speaks about this, I think there's a decent chance they sign Hyun-Jin Ryu back. I think there's a small chance that they re-sign Hyun-Jin Ryu back. Ross Atkins spoke about it, and Ross Atkins specifically said they'd be fairly interested in bringing him back. But, that's probably still lower percentage than the other options. And then we also have, I think before that, Bowden Francis is a guy who's probably would be more likely to get a shot than, bringing back Ryu. So there's a lot of guys internally. Bowden Francis was phenomenal. You have Manoah. And then if all 3 of those strike out, then maybe you pivot in. Because at that point, you're probably at the end of spring training by the time you somehow figure out if all those strike out. Or you start the season with one of them, and they don't pan out, then you maybe make a trade for a depth starter as the season starts. But, I think one of Manoah, Francis, or Tiedemann or Ryu, you'd have to assume that one of those guys will be able to do it, and I doubt Ryu. Again, it probably won't happen. It'll probably want a couple years, but Atkins seems to think that they might bring him back. But Peter, do you have any quick
I'm definitely
thoughts?
down for Bowden for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Sorry for interrupting, but yeah, he's built like a pitcher. You can just tell he's 6'6". Dude throws 96. Yeah, I think Bowden could definitely be an option.
I think he'd be the depth guy they try before trading for Zach Thompson like they did last year. So
when I look at Ricky Tiedemann, I have a comparison that I want to put him up against, and it's Eury Perez of the Miami Marlins. So that's my guy. I like him a lot as a pitcher. I wouldn't say I would say they're kind of comparable pitchers. Obviously, one's from the left-hand side, one's from the right-hand side. But I want the Jays to manage Ricky Tiedemann how the Marlins managed Eury Perez. They waited a couple of weeks to go by at the beginning of the season. They gave him a couple of starts in AAA, a couple of openings, 3-4 innings, and then they called him up. He made a few starts. He got up to the 70, 75 inning threshold, and then they sent him back down and they called him back up for the playoff run. That's what I want to see the Jays do with Ricky Tiedemann. And in the meantime, when he's not with the big league ball club, I want to see them kind of take over that fifth starter spot by committee with Alek Manoah, with Bowden Francis, with someone else, maybe a depth starter that they get. So it's possible that they can manage the season by going by committee without fully committing to one specific piece for that fifth starter spot. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. I don't think anyone is going to win the job right out of spring training, but I think there's a way in which Ricky Tiedemann could be a part of a playoff push, and you don't necessarily rush him to the big leagues either. So that's what I'm looking out for.
I agree, yeah.
All right, Ryan, appreciate the call.
Thank you,
Shout
Ryan.
out Mo, shout out everyone in the chat. Keep up the good work, guys. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, do you have any other call up? If not, Mo said he'd like to.
Yeah, well, let's go to Mo.
Mo, feel free to text Peter if you still want to hop.
Yeah, just text me because there's a lot of text messages here. I may have lost. Oh no, I got it. I got it right here.
All right, give him a
I
call.
got it right here. Yeah, let's give Mo a call. We're getting towards the end here, and this is a pretty good way to reach the end with with Mo, with Big Mo. All right, just stand by, Mo. I'm going to give you a call.
Yeah, Shane, we have a video on that coming tomorrow.
All right, here we go.
All right. P. Walker is a master.
Then after Mo, if we do have time, we could go to Paul and Charlotte down. We'll do that. Mo, what's up, man?
Hello, how are you, lads? Happy to talk to you both again.
How you doing, Mo?
Happy to talk to you too. We're having a lot of fun with this interactive mode. I think any live stream that we do, unless it's like breaking news, we'd love to have your guys' opinions and thoughts out there because we are getting more comfortable with this system. So it's a lot of fun. And thank you again for your generosity, Mo. I know Nick got to thank you personally there. I don't have the chat open on my phone, but it really means a lot to us. And thank you yet again.
Yeah, there's nothing to thank me for. Just blame the mezcal and the cigarette I'm holding right now for enabling the donations. But all joking aside, yeah, I mean, everybody, I saw some comments about Bellinger. I mean, that'd be a great signing, but it is my impression that he probably will resign with the Cubs given the season he had there. But Bellinger wants to come to Toronto. Let's all do whatever we can part to get him over here. With respect to Ohtani, look, I love the man. He's probably a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent, but I just coming to the Blue Jays, if anything, I think the Dodgers will go gun-ho on him. He'd be stupid to go to the catastrophe known as the New York Mets, but I don't know, money, if Cohen goes and says, I give you $700 million, we all be fools not to take it. And as far as, look, I'm a big Teoscar fan. I hope he comes back. I think he could fill in that spot hitting-wise, maybe DH or play in the outfield once in a while. But, yeah, and on a completely unrelated note, Peter, I saw your Haps play yesterday. It was a decent game. Kudos to them. And, Nick, the Jets, they had so many shots they should have won the game last night. But always a pleasure. And, Shane, I promised Shane if he keeps his Blue Jays head on, that hopefully next year I take him to a ball game and his daughter. Along with obviously you two.
Yeah, we'd love to do that, man. Mo, it's glad that you've been able to get to both of these. I knew we started a bit earlier this one than the last one, so we weren't sure you were gonna be able to tune in, but luckily you were able to. And yeah, the Collins are phenomenal. And I guess touch on your question real quick. Bellinger, I love it. I agree with you. I think there's most likely he re-signs with the Cubs, especially after kind of the crazy season that they had. He seemed to really like it there. They were the team that gave him that. I mean, we were runner-up, though. We were runner-up to get him, and everyone thought, including us, that we were going to get him last off-season. So there was some interest there. But, I agree with you about Shohei. I would love him. He's probably going to get either paid in New York or paid in Los Angeles on the West Coast. But yeah, I would love Bellinger if he's willing to come here, and we have to overpay by however many million. I'd go ahead and do it. I feel like it would solve a lot of not of needs while also not sacrificing any of the defense. Really, obviously he's a bit worse defensively than Kevin Kiermaier, but he's still insane at defense. So I love that idea.
Yeah, I think Bellinger would definitely add more hitting power, and also his experience. He has definitely playoff experience, which I hope if Bo and Vladdy, as I criticized them yesterday, pick up their the game, Bellinger maybe could just talk to some sense and become that mentor. Obviously, Bo and Lottie would need to be receptive of it, but I think Bellinger could do some good on and off the field.
I agree. And quick note, Sean John with the $10 donation. Sean, thank you very, very much. We both appreciate that. It means a lot to us. There, that's his apology. That's his apology for the two F-bombs he dropped earlier. Thank you so much, Sean. You
It's
didn't
all
need to do
good,
that.
man.
We appreciate it. And Mo, we appreciate you calling in. Hopefully, we can continue to talk to you in these call-ins, and we'll stay in touch off of the stream as well.
Absolutely. You two have a wonderful evening. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys rock. Hit that like button. Let's make Peter and Nick famous all over the world.
Thank you, Mo. Mo, someone said Mo needs his own graphic. Mo, I might get the process going of getting you your own donation graphic or some sort of graphic for Mo. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Mo.
Bye.
The legend. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Sean, again for the $10. While Mo, I'm gonna throw it one more time for you. You guys' support in the streams has been I don't even know what the words to describe it. It's been unbelievable. We appreciate every one of you.
All right, let's do one more. All right,
one last one, and then we'll wrap it up. And Peter has work, and then we'll. Quick reminder: I will remind you at the end of the stream, though. We'll have a video. I'm gonna work on it. Peter's gonna be on work, but we'll have a video dropping about 10 or 15 minutes ish, maybe longer after the stream. So everyone in here, once this stream ends, go check out the video we're about to drop. It was an absolute, it was a banger. So just check it after, but I'll remind you guys again at the end of the stream.
Paul in Charlottetown, PEI, not too far from you.
Yeah, pretty close. What's up, Spike? I got the mute on standby if it doesn't work. I got the mute on standby. Paul.
Hello, Paul. How you doing, man?
Hello. Hey, am I on the air?
You are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, I don't believe it. Listen, I found Jay's Digest a couple of days ago, after the big fiasco with pulling Barrios.
Yeah.
And I really like what you're doing. It's good entertainment to unwind. Yeah. And I'm here to talk about the Jays commentators. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. So I'm listening. Sorry.
So let's hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. So I really like on the Sportsnet. You got Buck. You got Dan Schulman. Great. Love it. They're not going to be there forever. Like, what do you see kind of coming down the pipe after these guys? Like, I've been listening to Buck my whole life, and I love it. But for example, do you foresee bringing in, say, like a heel commentator to spice things up a bit? Because you can't replace Buck with like somebody like Buck. It's just not going to work. You got to do it different. What do you think?
Peter, I'll let you touch on this as well because you're obviously in that space to a degree. But that's a very good question. And before I get into the direct question, it was mentioned between me and my friends when we were watching the wild card game. A lot of my friends and a lot of people I was speaking with, they kind of missed the old 2015, 2016 days. And it's only changed 2 years ago when the playoff, Sportsnet wouldn't have a playoff broadcast, so you'd hear completely different announcers during the playoffs, and it would be like refreshed and things like that. But regarding your question, yeah, Buck might be done. I mean, he might not even be back next year. I think Dan Schulman seems to be there for a good bit, longer. He seems very, very committed to replace Buck. My biggest guess as of right now, and I think based on what we've seen, Peter, you can disagree with me if you want. So I think it's Joe Siddall is probably the most likely guy to replace him in the short term.
Yeah.
And then maybe referring to a younger guy, don't know if he's actually younger, but Ben Wagner is a guy who's been on there once or twice. He does the radio, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him get the nod. But I think ultimately they'll go with one of those two guys. But I wouldn't be surprised as soon as Buck retires, at least their short-term replacement is Joe Siddall, who I really, really like both as an analyst and a commentator. And I think that would probably be the most likely thing, with Caleb Joseph being the Joe Siddall's old replacement alongside Jamie Campbell.
Yeah, well, the thing with that is also, I mean, Dan Schulman, I don't think he's going anywhere because he's the play-by-play guy. And
Best
he's still
in the business, yeah.
Fairly young as well, best in the business, in my opinion. Yeah, Joe Siddall is probably the next guy in line there. But the thing with baseball broadcasts is that the teams are the ones in charge of hiring the play-by-play guys. And obviously, with Rogers owning the Toronto Blue Jays and Sportsnet broadcasting the games, they have the ultimate say in who goes and who comes in. So, yeah, I think they're going to keep them in-house. They're just going to give people promotions, but I don't think Dan Schulman's going anywhere. And I think Joe Siddall might be stepping into the color commentary role. We saw them go a little bit younger now with Pat Tabler going away, and Buck Martinez probably on his way out, wants to enjoy the retired life a little bit, but he is also a baseball lifer. I could see him doing this till the day that he can't do it anymore. So I don't know. It's a good question.
Very
it's
good.
definitely I think no matter who they have out there, they're going to have some good people and good people to listen to. So I'm excited for that.
I agree. If I may just chime in, Siddle's great. Miss Tabby's good. I haven't heard Ben Wagner doing the commentary. So dark horse, what are your odds on, say, bringing in a John Gibbons as a heel commentator, have a grudge against a certain maybe Angel Hernandez, and kind of just work that?
I think
angle.
very, very low as a at least as a direct commentator. I could see him making some appearances though on Blue Jay Central, and they've kind of been getting more creative with the Blue Jay Central hosts. You have Joe Siddle, you have the other person there, the woman who I don't know the name of, unfortunately, but she does a good job.
Madison Shipman.
Yeah, she does a great job on there. So they're getting more people in. I wouldn't be surprised to have them on, John Gibbons and players like that on, or even former players I'd like just for guest appearances. But as of, a permanent commentator, I think they like to be pretty, they want to set one for the year. And I don't think many of the players, like former players or former managers, would want to do that because you have to go on the road however many days a year. So my guess is, my educated guess is Joe Siddle. My dark horse guide who would agree would be Ben Wagner, who does the radio. So that's my answer for it.
Makes sense, guys. Makes sense. Love what you're doing. I'll be tuning in.
Perfect.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Welcome to the channel as well. You said you're a subscriber. Appreciate it. All right, Peter.
Yeah.
That'll wrap it up. You got work. Your guys' support has been unbelievable. You love these. A little bit of technical difficulties at the start. We're going to work on in between this one and the next one, figuring out a way so we can sort out the spoof phone. But I'll say my thanks to everyone before we, I'll throw it to you, Peter, before we wrap up. Everyone who's tuned in today, this has been another phenomenal one. It's probably one of my favorite things to do now. I don't think it's a question. We love doing these. We're going to do them more. We're going to be streaming more. For one of these reasons alone, we love interacting with every one of you guys. And ridiculous. And I appreciate every single one of you who came in. Mo, shout out to you, Mo. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to every single person who tuned in. And Peter, I'll throw it to you, and then I'll have one last saying before I wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to try to do this as much as we can, guys. So be on the lookout for it. And I think this could stay up. I mean, you guys haven't been texting, so we'll leave it up for anyone that does want to check it out.
We may not because of the swearing. We may have to take it down. But we'll figure it out.
Going forward, I think we're going to have to find a way to make this a little bit more accessible for everyone. But I think it's great. I think it's been working out, and you guys have really bared with us, and you've made it worth it over the past couple of days here. It's hard. It's hard to get set up. It's hard to keep it running, but you guys are great. You're interactive. You all have big time opinions, and we love to hear it. We really love to hear it. So thanks once again. Be on the lookout for more of these in the future. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're only just we're just getting started with it. One final thing, it's at 7 Eastern or so. Once this stream ends, if you still want to hear our opinions and you want to hear some more rants, Peter went on a bit of a rant in the video. We're gonna drop in about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go get that up for you guys. So everyone in here, go check out the video. You can leave in the comment section if you're coming from the live stream. We appreciate every single one of you. And if you want more Jay's content, go check out that video. But thanks everyone. Quotry, we don't have a Patreon. We don't. But you can become a YouTube member, which is a similar thing. So you hit the join button next to the subscribe button. But we might consider a Patreon. That's an interesting thing to consider. But thank you all. Go check out our video that we're about to drop. Peter has to go to work, so we'll have another one of these guys sooner than you. A few F-bombs, that's right. Sooner than you know it. We appreciate everyone for tuning in.